Und damit willkommen zurück zu Tatorte 2. Wir waren in der letzten Folge hier in der Bibliothek und haben ja wirklich alles vorgelesen. Es waren ja zig Artikel, noch mit Randartikeln und sowas. Also ist schon sehr intensiv. Ich finde es übrigens auch, habe ich gar nicht erwähnt, wunderschön gemacht, dass all diese Werbungen auch so lokalisiert wurde. Das ist schon aufwendig, auch wenn es pixelartig ist. Es hat trotzdem ein paar Schriftarten einfügen und sowas. Das ist schon was ich sehr, sehr gut finde in Spielen, anstatt immer nur das Originaldokument zu haben und dann so eine graue, ja, Box drüber. Das ist für so einen Kleintitel schon eine echt coole Sache. So, wir haben jetzt ganz viel gelesen. Kann sie mit ihm nochmal über was Neues reden? Es sind ja neue Punkte erschienen.
One more.
Yes? Ah, sie sind jetzt ausgegraut. Okay, also Sachen können ausgegraut werden. Wir haben Jane Doe.
What do you know about Jane Doe, the fourth Soothsayer victim?
Apart from Deborah Sinclair, I can't offer much insight on the Soothsayer victims.
Das ist ja ein intelligentes System. Da werden gleich die anderen mit ausgegraut. Respekt.
What do you know about scrying mirrors?
Not much, unfortunately. They're not within my area of expertise.
Expertise. König der Könige.
Do you know anything about the King of Kings Catholic Church?
I'm not familiar with that church, sorry.
Aber ich muss es nochmal erwähnen, also es geht hier um eine Kirche in dieser Stadt. Klar, die Stadt ist vielleicht ein bisschen größer, aber sie wohnt hier schon eine ganze Weile. Also ich könnte mir vorstellen, dass sie weiß, wo da die Kirchen sind, oder? So, das Sky Motel.
Are you familiar with the Azure Sky Motel?
Azure?
I'm afraid not.
Hast du überhaupt Ahnung? Okay, der Rest
Thanks.
ist...
Very well.
Achso, können wir ihm eigentlich was geben? Nee. Gut, wir gehen also raus. Was ist denn eigentlich für eine komische Münze, die er staunend mitdreht? Ist das irgendwie Stellar Coin? Also hier darf ich nicht hin, oder was?
Not yet. I'll focus on research today and head to the murder scenes tomorrow. Not yet. Not yet.
Okay, da haben wir Eric, Deborah, Jane Doe. Dann zurück ins Detektivbüro. Was ich eigentlich mal testen wollte, geht das hier? Guck mal, wir haben doch ein Feuerzeug.
Oh, I'm all about starting fires, but maybe not there.
Okay, das Telefonbuch. Ah, guck an, jetzt könnten wir also... Wahrsager Deborah, wir gehen mal durch.
That won't work. Jane Doe is not the actual victim's name. It's just a placeholder name used to describe an unidentified woman.
Wirklich?
Nope, nothing. Maybe I'll have more luck with the church. That doesn't make any sense. Great. I've got the address to the church. I'll head over there tomorrow.
Mhm.
I think it's time to see what I can find about the Azure Sky Motel. It's likely in this phone book here.
Ja, wir machen halt trotzdem alles mit Ruhe.
I have his address already. Nope. Lots of Taylors in there, but no Rose. I guess that makes sense, seeing as how this phone book was issued a couple months after her
Ja, eine
death.
gute Ausrede.
Got the number. I'll call first and see if a visit makes sense. God knows I have to be careful with those last drops of gas left in the bike.
Echt, dafür werden wir aber bestimmt sehr häufig fahren. Cool. Damit haben wir alles.
Thank you for calling the Azure Sky Motel, your oasis in Cassidy. How
Die
may I
Stimme.
help you?
Hi there. This is Kathy Rain from Rain Investigations. I have some questions.
All right then.
Ah, guck an, vieles ausgegraut.
What do you know about the Soothsayer?
I know more than I'd like to. I could have gone without a close view of his handiwork, that's for sure.
I can imagine. A brutal stabbing, I take it?
No offense, but I'd rather not go over that again. It's all in the papers, if you're so dead set on getting all the gory details.
So, der Wahrsagerspiegel.
Do you know anything about scrying mirrors?
Only that our psycho killer enjoys breaking them around his victims. but I have no interest in understanding a nut like that.
Also jetzt meine bescheidene Meinung fairerweise dazu ist, dass da ja schon der erste Teil ein bisschen übernatürlich war, lass uns doch in die Richtung gehen, dass denen ein Spiegel geschenkt wurde und in dem Spiegel haben sie irgendwas gesehen oder wurden von irgendwas übermannt und nachdem diese Entität fertig war, hat sie den Spiegel zerbrochen, um damit diese Zugänglichkeit zu unterbinden. Einfach mal so ein wilder literarischer Fantasy-Guess. Rose Taylor.
So, I hear that one of your tenants was murdered back in February? Rose Taylor.
No shit. Here I thought the boys in blue ransacked this whole place just for shits and giggles.
Boys in Blue?
That happens more often than you'd think. Come on, man. Help a girl out.
Sorry for the attitude, but you know you're the umpteenth person to ask about that, right?
I get that, so how about we stick with the short version?
Fine. No, I don't know anything that isn't in the papers. No, you can't see the room. It's rented out. And even if you did go in there, there's nothing that the cops or cleaners haven't removed since friggin' February.
Understood. So, what about the next of kin? She had a husband, right?
Yeah, he came by later to pick up the personal effects. I just met the guy for a few minutes.
Did you catch his name?
I did, but I don't think he'd appreciate me giving out his name to some random lady on the phone.
Punkt an ihn.
No offense.
I am a bit offended, actually. I'm not some random lady. I'm a licensed private investigator and a renowned one at that. Ever hear of the Whitmore affair?
That does sound familiar.
Well, that was me. Now, here's a friendly piece of advice. Choose the path of least resistance. I can be a much bigger pain in the ass than this Mr. Taylor, believe me.
All right, fine. It's Orson. Orson Taylor.
That wasn't so hard, was it? Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
Sie ist schon ein bisschen, aber so kennen wir sie ja auch.
What can you tell me about your motel?
The Azure Sky is a long-time family business. We've been serving tenants faithfully for over 40
Das ist abgelesen,
years
oder?
now.
Oh, wow, quite a while. So, how many tenants do you have?
We don't keep records of the number of tenants, but we have 50 rooms of varied sizes. We're about 3/4 full, but expecting to be fully booked during tourist season in the summer.
Wait, tourists actually come to Cassidy? Somebody deserves a raise for one hell of a marketing campaign.
No patriot of the community, huh? That's a shame. This city has a lot more to offer than people like you give it credit for.
To each their own, I guess.
Und wir haben jetzt noch eine Frage an ihn.
What can you tell me about Orson Taylor, Rose's husband?
Nothing much. Like I said, I only saw the guy once, a week or so after the murder.
Okay, how do you seem?
Like you'd expect. Messed up. Couple of kids, too. Breaks my heart, truth be told.
So, if Rose was married and had 2 children, what was she doing in your motel?
Now that's the million-dollar question, ain't it? You'll get no answer from me. Even if I could keep track of all of our tenants, I don't make a habit of sticking my nose in their personal affairs.
Huh. Was she a regular then?
Not really, just a couple of bookings in January and February. Look, I think I've said enough. Any other questions? We need to wrap this up. I've got calls on the other line.
Gut. Wir können ihn noch fragen.
I don't need to ask him about.
Schade, hätte ich ihn lustig gefunden.
I don't need to.
Ja, ist okay. Na dann.
That's all, thanks.
You're welcome. Have a great day now.
So, jetzt können wir natürlich im Telefonbuch nachschauen.
All right, found the husband's number. Here's hoping he's willing to talk to me.
Okay.
You've reached the Taylors. No one's home right now, but if you leave your details after the beep, I'll get back to you.
Hi, Mr. Taylor. This is Kathy Rain, private investigator. I was wondering if I could ask you some questions. You can reach me at 555-142-062. Thanks in advance. Bye. I think I followed up on what I can today for each of the different victims. Just one thing left to do. I noticed that the Gazette had the best coverage of the Soothsayer in all the city papers. I think it's time to pay a dear old friend a visit.
So, wir haben einen neuen Schauplatz. Ich würde nochmal ganz kurz speichern, weil immer mal Abstände, es gibt ja ein paar Achievements, vielleicht kann man da noch ein paar holen. Also, das ist jetzt Start 2. Damit haben wir also zu allen Plätzen. Genau, wir haben Jane Doe, Deborah, Eric, Taylor muss angerufen werden, das wäre der 5. Ort. Der Diakon, genau. Ab zur Gazette. Ach,
All right, here we are. Let's see how E is doing.
Okay, wen haben wir denn alles? Also, was haben wir denn hier? Nach Cassidy's zurück.
Nice view of the city from up here. Nah, I'm not that desperate to get hydrated.
Hey, Art, what's a synonym for disappointing?
Your outfit?
Oh,
Now that's just me.
Looks like Eileen printed some business cards for herself.
Sorry, Summers couldn't resist. Let me think. Disheartening, dismaying, dissatisfactory.
I think
A few family photos.
a stronger
Man, her brother is a hunk. Wouldn't mind getting some of that.
oh, komm.
Maybe demoralizing.
A roll of tape.
Demoralizing.
Might come in handy.
Perfect.
Nimmst
Thanks.
du es
Art.
einfach? Nee.
Eileen's office phone? No need to mess with that. I have my own back at the office. Oh, it says someone needs to rehome their cat. I'd be open to that, but Mildred would lose her shit. My fluffball needs her Lebensraum. Cute little frog. E has had that thing as long as I've known her.
That stupid shortcut to reset the layouts.
Controls.
Cacti rule.
Oh, what the?
Nice view of this.
Now it's freaking.
Nice view of this.
Try hitting escape.
Oh. All right then.
Jeez. Now that's a busy calendar.
Best Dad. Achso, ich hatte ja vorhin noch erzählt, es gab ja noch eine Sache. Neben diesen Kunstproblemen
I
und
adore
diesen,
this new office. Finally out of that gloomy dungeon. Hey, Art?
diese speziell für Newspark, gab es noch diesen Stromausfall, was alles danach gefolgt ist.
The Cassidy Gazette. A mid-sized paper and one of the oldest still active in the city.
Blame him, Art. You complain a lot.
Oh, forgive me for having standards, Summers. You should be thanking me for saving you from lung cancer.
Of course, he's a green tea guy. Drinking coffee like a normal person would be much too sane.
Normal.
Some old sports trophy. Guess Art was into that in his oh-so-distant youth.
My virtual pet?
Yes, that silly electronic.
Ich würde gerne wissen, was
Japanese
denn das,
thing.
Kamera?
What the hell do you think you're doing?
Oh, nothing. I was just admiring your stuff.
Uh-huh. Why don't you do that from where I can see you?
Oh.
Fine. I remember that. Something about a corrupt church. When the story broke, the place was shut down and some of the higher-ups went to jail.
Okay, wie immer, wir können ja mal gucken, ob wir irgendeinen Ort übersehen haben. Eileen kann man noch brauchen. Familienfotos, Telefon, dim. Kakteen, Teetasse, da oben Kamera. Damit haben wir alle Orte. Okay, wir reden erstmal mit Eileen. Aus Teil 1, liebe Eileen.
Hello, sunshine. How's my favorite Christian reporter?
Oh, what do you want, Kathy? I'm on a deadline here.
No small talk, huh? Can't I check in on a friend?
I wish, but we both know you only show up when you need something.
Ooh.
Ouch. Well, I did have something I wanted to talk to you about.
Let's hear it then.
What do you know about the Soothsayer?
The serial killer? But Oh no, it's that stupid reward, isn't it?
You betcha. Money in the bank, baby.
Oh, brother. I'd say this is a terrible idea, Kathy, but it's not like you listen to me anyway.
Oh, come on, Eileen. Don't be like that.
No, don't even go there. Do you know how many times I had to go to HR to get people to stop quoting that stupid song?
Poor old Johnny Ray sounded sad up on the radio.
Art, make her stop.
Why? It's not a half-bad performance.
You guys are like peas in a pod.
Ugh, well, now I lost my groove. I hope you're happy.
Ecstatic. Are you done wasting my time now?
Oh, lighten up, E. Aren't you thrilled about another big case? Teaming up, just like old times?
You can't just pretend nothing happened, Kathy. You fired me, remember?
I'll unfire you?
On
Yeah,
fire.
right. How do you even know you'll get that reward? This is Cassidy we're talking about.
I was thinking the same thing, but Lucas did his homework. He says this new mayor is the real deal.
That silly old man. He just wants one last case with his protege before retirement, even if it means you'll get yourselves serial killed.
And I'm all here for it.
Und was werden wir, dass Lukas
Of course you are.
Probleme kriegt?
It's not like self-preservation is anywhere on your hierarchy of needs.
Can't argue with that. So, speaking of my, needs, what do you know about Cassidy's most prolific murderer?
Not much. You should ask Art. He's much more up to date on that stuff, being our crime correspondent and all.
What do you know about Deborah Sinclair?
I like her books, but I don't care much for celebrity gossip. Awful thing that happened to her, though.
What do you know about the woman who was burned alive by the Soothsayer?
Oh, nothing. I hope that horrible demon is caught soon.
What do you know about Benedict Townsend, the murdered deacon?
I don't know anything about that poor man.
Hey, you're a Christian. What does a deacon actually do?
It depends on the denomination, but a deacon belongs to a church and can practically do the same work as a priest, with the exception of sermons and rites.
Interesting, thanks. Are you familiar with scrying mirrors?
I think so, yeah. You mean the black ones made out of obsidian, right?
Yep. What do you know about them?
Not a lot. I know they've been around since ancient times and that they're quite popular in New Age culture today. My friend Meadow is totally into that stuff. I bet she'd tuck your ear off about it.
Oh? Sounds great. Where can I find her?
Let me call her tonight and ask first, okay? She can be a bit peculiar about things.
Sure, not a problem. Are you familiar with scrying mirrors?
I think so, yeah. You mean the black ones made out of
Das hat
obsidian?
man schon.
Yep.
My friend.
Oh? Sure. Are you familiar with the King of Kings Catholic Church?
I'm not. My family, we're Protestants.
Okay.
Do you know anything about Eric Holloway, one of the Soothsayer victims?
Not really. I'm sure you know more about him than me.
What do you know about Rose Taylor, the first Soothsayer victim?
She worked as a nurse, I think. Other than that, I don't know much.
Have you heard of the Azure Sky Motel?
That's where one of those serial killings happened, right?
Yeah.
Thought it sounded familiar. I don't know anything else about it, though.
Okay, und
I don't want to ask her about that.
gut, jetzt machen wir noch die typischen Sachen.
I don't want to ask. Hey, do you mind if I borrow some tape, E?
Fine.
Hey, your brother is pretty
Oh
hot.
Gott.
Mind if I...
Not a chance, Kathy.
Ist er auch christlich?
Hey, E, can I have one of your cards?
Sure, go ahead.
Want to have a water cooler moment together?
I have a lot of work to do, Kathy. Get to the point, please.
Geez, you're no fun. I don't want to ask her. Still keeping that little bugger around, huh?
Oh, I wouldn't part with Ribbit for the world.
This is a nice place you've got here.
I guess.
Büro im Keller? Ist es im Keller gewesen? Nee.
I don't want to ask her about that. I don't want to. So, I heard about this expose Art did on a church here in town.
Well, yes. It's not like Christians are immune to bad behavior.
I don't want to ask her about that.
Und dann noch... Was mit
What's
Art?
your opinion on Art?
Oh, he's a great journalist. I have a lot to learn from him.
But...
No buts, Kathy. Stop trying to stir up trouble.
Nein, niemals. Gut, dann müssen wir mit... Oder können wir irgendwas...
I don't want to show that to her.
Achso, wir können jetzt die Sachen zeigen.
I don't want to.
Das habe ich beim anderen nie gemacht.
Bzzt.
Put that thing away.
Psst.
I don't want to show.
Süß.
I see you're still comfortable with petty crime.
Only when justified, E. Only when justified.
Okay, da sind wir durch. Glaube ich zumindest.
I'll let you get back.
All right.
Das heißt andersrum, wir müssen jetzt mit Art sprechen. Ich speichere nochmal. Das ist die Gazette.
Art Hopkins. Just the man I need to
Oh
see.
Gott, oh Gott. Das ist geflirtet.
That's so. This better be good.
Ach, dieser alte Bildschirmschoner dort vorne. Oh, geil. Wir gehen erstmal die Punkte durch und dann kommen wir der Umgebung.
What do you know about the Soothsayer?
What do I know? I made the Soothsayer. Before me, he was the Mirror Murderer, the Cassidy Ripper, or whatever derivative moniker those dullards at the Times or the Sun can muster up.
Oh, wow. So, what's your take on the guy?
I could see right through you, Rain. You're a bad apple, and it stinks all the way up here. Finally got a whiff of that reward, huh?
Can't blame a girl for trying. You've got your sights on that money too, huh?
Who doesn't? It's 200 fucking grand. I got a juicy new lead, too.
A new lead, huh? I doubt it's that impressive.
Nice try. I'm not gonna slip up. Word of advice, go back to your cheaters and insurance frauds and leave the Soothsayer to the big boys.
Arschloch. Okay, was haben wir noch?
What do you know about Deborah Sinclair? The most recent Soothsayer victim?
Don't waste your breath about the Soothsayer. I'm not gonna say squat.
Okay, das heißt, die restlichen Punkte werden alle... Ja.
What do you know about scrying mirrors?
Certainly more than you. I'd be surprised if you ever picked up a book.
Das ist wirklich unangenehm.
Are you familiar with the King of Kings Catholic Church?
Don't waste your breath about the Soothsayer. I'm not gonna say squat.
Nicht mal dazu. Okay.
What do you know about the Azure Sky Motel?
Stop wasting my time.
Also auch hier.
I don't
Dann seine Umgebung.
I don't want to ask. I don't want to. I don't want to ask. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to. How do you think Eileen is doing here?
I don't gossip about coworkers. Take that shit somewhere else.
Das ist gut wiederum. Hätte ich es nicht gedacht von ihm.
I don't. I like your thorny little friends there on that windowsill.
The cactuses? Yeah, I can't seem to kill them off, no matter how hard I try.
Das kenne ich.
That's cacti, Art. Are you sure you're a journalist?
Oh, Mehrzahl von Kakteen.
Oh, fuck off.
Mehrzahl von Kaktus. So.
This isn't a half bad office you've got here, Art.
Nobody asked for your opinion, Rain.
I see that somebody's desperate to milk their achievements on the high school sports team.
You were always picked last, weren't you, Rain?
Und wieder Arschloch.
So, you're one of those green tea guys, huh?
Of course, I take my health very seriously.
Oh, I couldn't tell. You're about 48, right? I can see that receding hairline of yours.
Ha ha, you ain't exactly the poster child for healthier self-reign. I could smell last night's booze all the way from here.
Okay, sie tut aber auch ganz schön feuern, also da muss ich auch das einstecken können.
That's a Michiru Pro, right? Early edition?
Correct. You got an eye for quality.
Force of habit. A PI with blurry pictures wouldn't last very long. Jeez. Do you get any work done in between those vacations, Art?
It's called foreign reporting. It must be an alien concept to a small-time PI like you.
Alien Concept,
Sure
okay.
thing, buddy. Keep spinning that yarn. That's quite the story you've got framed up there on that wall.
Oh yes, one of my proudest accomplishments.
It must have taken ages to break that story, right?
Half a year undercover. Now that's a proper investigation.
Oh, God. I wouldn't make it 6 minutes, let alone 6 months among a bunch of embezzling Bible thumpers.
That's why I'm the best. I do what it takes to get the scoop.
Während sie so da sitzt, tittet.
What made you decide to investigate the church?
I had a family member in that parish. They told me some strange stories. Didn't take long for my reporter's instinct to kick in.
Okay, müssen wir jetzt nur Liebe-Antworten geben oder sollen wir so rückwärts machen?
That's simple. Here I thought you were a militant atheist like me.
Don't project your own issues with religion on me, Rain. My goal was to bring those corrupt assholes to justice.
What was the fallout? Some people were arrested, right?
If by some you mean a lot, yeah. 12 people charged, 9 convicted, and about 100 years of prison time sentenced in total.
Damn. The state shut the church down too, right?
Oh, sure did.
That's a shame. They didn't have to punish the whole congregation just because the leadership was corrupt.
You don't know what the hell you're talking about. That place was rotten to the core.
Okay, ich vermute stark, dass wir bei dem Artikel nochmal anders fragen
Can I
müssen.
ask again?
Sure.
Okay,
Half a
wird nicht mal 6 Minuten geschweige denn 6 Monate. Also machen wir jetzt komplett kontrovers oder einfühlen? Wir machen es mal kontrovers. Also, oh Mann, ich will das nicht mal 6
Oh.
Minuten.
That's why I'm the best.
Nee, das ist nicht kontrovers. Nochmal.
Half a year.
Was ist das? Ne, Engagement.
That's dedicated.
Ugh, too many. I could feel my gray matter shrinking with
Das war kontrovers, okay, die untere.
What made?
I had a
Oh. Must have been tough to ruin a loved one's place of worship.
They're better off, believe me. I'd prefer to keep them out of organized religion altogether, but at least now they're no longer associated with goddamn criminals.
Und jetzt das dritte
What
am
was the
Stück.
fallout? Damn.
Oh, sure.
That's a shame. They didn't have to punish the whole congregation just because the leadership was corrupt.
You don't know what the
Das wird dreimal ineinander. Okay, es hat nicht
It
funktioniert.
must.
half a year.
That's.
Ugh.
Okay, wir machen, bei dem machen wir die erste.
Oh.
That,
Beim zweiten,
Ah. What was?
und
Damn.
beim dritten.
Good riddance. They should bulldoze the whole block and turn it into a parking lot.
your words, not mine, Ran.
Okay, also ist irgendwas gebracht, diese Reihenfolge. Achievement. Macht dich bei Erlin unbeliebt. Okay, das haben wir geschafft. Können wir jetzt nochmal nachfragen?
Are you?
Don't waste your breath.
All right. That's all I needed.
Okay then.
Sollen wir mit ihr reden?
Hey, E,
Yeah?
what do you know about this new lead that Art supposedly picked up on the Soothsayer?
Nothing. I don't work with him directly.
Maybe you could find out?
No, Kathy. I respect Art. I'm not gonna mess with his story.
So, I heard about this.
Well, yes. It's not like Christians are immune.
I don't want to show. Hey, this is nice. Doesn't feel as cheap as mine.
Oh, thanks. I guess that's one of the perks of working at a paper. Access to quality printing.
Thanks for lending.
No problem. Keep it. I've got like 4 of those.
Ganzen Vorrat?
Put that.
I don't want to show that. Only when.
I wish they'd give me a quality camera like that. All I get to play with are budget knockoffs.
Ouch. Hang in there. I'm sure you'll get access to some quality hardware when you're more established.
Yeah,
Okay, gut.
I'll let you get back.
all right.
She respects Art too much to do a little digging, huh? That guy's a grade A asshole.
Ja, damit machen wir doch mit den Aussagen, wo sie sich räuspert, oder?
Can I pick your brain?
You're luck.
Can I ask?
Sure.
Wir müssen jetzt machen, dass dreimal das Räuspern kommt,
Have a
richtig?
year
That's
Noch.
what?
I-
Oh. What?
If
Damn.
no, sure.
That-
You don't.
Okay, dann haben wir alle 3 Sachen gemacht. Jetzt reden wir nochmal mit ihr.
All right.
Up.
Oof. I don't think Art's Eileen's favorite person right now.
Ja, jetzt können wir mit ihr reden.
Hey, E.
Yeah?
Man, I'm itching to know what Art's new lead on the Soothsayer is.
I bet, but I wouldn't know anything about that. Not that he's been my favorite person lately.
You could still find out, right? Don't you want to ruffle that arrogant prick's feathers a bit?
Oh, well,
Pretty please.
okay, fine. I'll try, but no promises.
You're the best.
Either that or I'm just a slow learner.
Alrighty, it's getting late. I'm gonna get out of your hair before Art rats me out and calls security.
Oh, he wouldn't do that. He's not as bad as you think, Kathy. You guys are actually quite alike.
Oh God, you better take that back before you make me take up smoking again.
Huh. I have no doubt you'll be able to resist the temptation. Bye, Kathy.
Bye.
Ja, sie geht automatisch. Oh, guck mal, das Licht. Die Katze. 20. Mai, erster Abend. Das ist Taylor, nehme ich an.
Rain Investigations.
Kathy, it's me, Eileen.
Hey, E. What's up?
Oh, you know, just burning the midnight oil. So, I wanted to let you know that I found Art's new lead on the Soothsayer.
Amazing. Do tell.
Well, you know those people who were killed? Apparently, they were all under the influence of some sort of illegal drug.
Interesting. What type of drug?
I'm not sure, but this toxicology report here says that the street name is Pyre.
Never heard of that one. I better go ask Lionel.
Lionel? Who is that?
My well, a friend of mine, that's all.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'd say you should take better care of yourself, Kathy, but you've heard it all before.
Pretty much, but seriously, thanks, E. I owe you one.
Don't worry about it. Oh, and by the way, you know Meadow, that friend I was telling you about?
Yeah, what about her?
She said you can come see her tomorrow. She's got an RV over on the west side, Sycamore Lane 21.
Ach du Scheiße, wir haben noch einen Haufen Schauplätze das nächste Mal.
Perfect. I'll go talk to her in the morning.
Okie dokie. I gotta get back to work now, but I guess I'll see you around.
You bet. Catch you later, E.
Bye, Kathy.
Ach, süß, nett. So, die neue Spur sind also Pyre, die Droge.
Pyre, huh? I better call the cop shop and ask Josh about that.
You've reached Detective Everett, Narcotics. I'm not available right now. Please leave a message after the beep.
Hey, Josh, this is Kathy Rain. Been a while, huh? Let's meet and catch up. I have something I want to run by you. Hit me up at my work number, will ya? Okay, bye. All right, I guess that's that. Let's see if Lionel is at his usual spot.
Und ich würde sagen, ob unser Drogendealer an der richtigen Stelle ist, schauen wir das nächste Mal nach. Bis dahin, euer Elandirthor. Tschüss.